What's going on, guys? BriarRabbit here. I have two awesome tips on how to level up really quickly in Destiny. The first one's a bit more basic. You may already know about this one, but stick around for the second one because I'll bet you don't know this one. So the first one is basically to go see Xander. Go see the bounty hunter. Go see him before everything you do. He levels you up very, very quickly, much faster than you would do if you're not going to see him on a regular basis. It's very important to start using him as soon as he's unlocked in the main game, and then use him for everything. Going to the Crucible or going on missions, see if he's got anything that pertains to what you're doing. As you can see here, I've got about 3 bounties ready to be collected, but before I collect those bounties, I want to make sure I'm using those points correctly. So what I'm actually going to do is go into my armor. Alright, now we're in my character screen. As you can see, a lot of my weapons and armor have these yellow squares around them. That means that is fully leveled up. There's no point in me leveling up that any further or using experience with that equipped. What I want to do is actually to equip some things that need experience. So what I'm going to do in this is go into my primary weapons and select something that I do want to level up. And I'm actually going to go with the hand cannon here. And since my pulse rifle is also fully leveled up, I'm going to go over to my shotgun and start leveling that up. I believe that all my armor is fully leveled and I don't have anything that I need to level up, so I will just skip ahead to the part where I actually level these things up. So now that we've selected the gear that we do want to level up, we'll go back to Xander and cash in our bounties, and this will do 2 things. It'll level up gear that needs experience. It'll level up a character that also needs experience. I'm already level 20, so I can't use experience anymore. But it also earned me points with the Dead Orbit Society and actually bumped me up over level 2 with the Dead Orbit Society. So now I can buy legendary gear from the Dead Orbit Society. So let me show you how that works. Okay, so earlier in the game I bought a sash from the Dead Orbit Society, and now any leveling up I do, any Crucible marks or any Crucible score, all goes toward my Dead Orbit reputation. And once you hit level 2, you can actually start to buy legendary equipment from this guy. You can also do that with a couple of other factions. There's, I think, the Future Fight Club, I don't know what they're called, and just the regular Guardians. I chose the Dead Orbit Society just because it was a little bit different. But as you can see, once you do that, you can actually purchase legendary gear. You don't have to wait to find it. You can just buy it. And I actually buy a piece of chest armor here, which I think it starts off at level 18 or light 18. But once you start upgrading it, it actually gets better and better and better as you go. So it's a very cool way to actually start getting better gear without just relying on the random drops, which can be kind of frustrating, especially when you happen to get a legendary drop that contains, it's a purple engram, but it contains something, blue or worse yet, green. That can be really frustrating. So this way, you work toward the progress and you can just buy what you need. It's a little less luck-based, so that's really cool. The next tip is really, really exciting. So it's basically a very fast way to farm awesome, awesome loot. You get both rare and legendary loot doing this. And basically all you have to do is go to Earth, go to the Patrol Cosmodrome mission. Once you arrive at Earth, you'll actually just follow the path that goes to the first place you saw the wizard from the moon. So we're actually going to hop on our Sparrow, and I'm going to show you the full path of going there. You're going to go all the way past the wizard, go through the building that he's in, and then once you exit that building on the other side, go toward the left a little bit, and I'll show you exactly where to find all of this awesome loot. So I'll put a little music on while we're following my guy, just kind of traveling across the world here, but I definitely want to show you this so you know how to get there quickly and easily. Okay, I'm back. Once you exit this building, basically you want to just find that big kind of leaning spire and head right toward it. What you want to find is a cave, and there's a couple of rules that you have to follow to actually make this work. Here you can see a couple of other people know about this trick and are here already farming gear. But basically all you have to do is stand on this hill and fire into that cave as enemies spawn, and you'll see that they actually spawn really quickly. So I'm gonna skip ahead to where it actually starts. There's a couple of things that you need to know about this. If there are any enemies in that red building above, you need to kill them before these enemies will spawn. Also, if there's any kind of random players kind of in that area as well, these characters will stop spawning. So right now we're just killing these dregs, or I'll go up here and kill these dregs to clear out the area so that the enemies will start spawning for us. Now that we've got that area cleared out and there's no other characters in there, what you'll see is inside that cave there will be a lot of enemies kind of just spawning in there. And what you want to do is pick something like a scout rifle that can conserve ammo and also achieve really good one-shot kills to the head. And what you'll find is you can just fire into there and you'll just start randomly generating loot in there, and it works really fast. So I did this for about 15 minutes, and I'll show you the results here in just a sec. Okay guys, here you can see after shooting into this place for about 15, maybe 20 minutes, there's actually quite a bit of loot on the ground. Some of the characters actually, or some of the enemies did manage to get out of that cave, and we had to spray them down as they ran toward us, so you'll see a couple of pieces on the way there. But for the most part, everybody died inside that cave. One thing to note is that you don't have to keep going back and forth to the cave to pick up stuff. No matter what drops, will just stay there until you come and pick it up. But as you'll see in just a second here, there's an incredible amount of stuff here, like really crazy. And that guy is actually a legendary engram. So there was so much here that I actually had to get rid of stuff to open up slots in my inventory for it. But it is an incredibly fast and effective way to pick up loot. Instead of getting 1 or 2 drops per 10 minutes, this was 15 minutes worth of work, and I've already got a legendary drop. Now, I did this again, and I did it for about 15 minutes again, and I didn't get a legendary drop, so I'm not sure what the chances of legendaries happening on here are, or how frequently they happen, but I don't get a lot of legendaries anyway, so this was a really fast and effective way of actually gearing up. Worst case scenario is you end up with a bunch of weapon parts and other things to actually upgrade your other weapons. So this is a really cool way to go. I know it's probably an exploit of the game. We'll have to see if they patch it or if they leave it in. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you have any other awesome ideas on how to level up quickly, be sure you put them down in the comments below for everybody to share. It's really valuable information. The late game of Destiny is really a grind. I mean, it can really be difficult to level up past level 20. So any tips you guys have, make sure you share them down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.